Boom! This is your host, Jesus Ortiz, from the Push Power to Power show. Man, you don't want to miss this episode. Well, you don't want to miss none of the episodes, but the Push Power to Power show is brought to you by Jesus Ortiz, the Jesus Ortiz blog, Yeraldy Media, and your Concept Media Group. And you can go check us out too, www.yourconceptmedia.com, www.yourconceptmedia.com. The topic we're bringing in tonight, the topic that we're talking in tonight in this episode here in the Push Power to Power show, guess what it is? Guess what it is, guys? Create your own fear. Yes, you got it right. Create your own fear. What do I mean about create your own fear? We all have fears. Before I even get into it, number one, if you're watching this live. Number two, if you're watching this replay. But I hope everybody's having a blessed Saturday. From the bottom of my heart, whatever it is that you're doing, if you're out there working, you're having your break run and watching me right now, share it, man. Share it. It's not only helping myself, but it's helping you, or it's helping somebody around the world with this inspirational message or the topic that we're talking about, to motivate you guys and to motivate myself. Not only to motivate you and get all excited, but to motivate you and actually do something about it. All right, you motivate yourself, you inspire yourself, like you watch on YouTube, like I watch on YouTube, but I don't get only excited. I write it down and I see what it is good for me from what I saw at the events that I went, and I actually take action. So that's what you got to do. Don't only see me and get this some pointers and some bombs that I will throw here, but actually take action when you see it. All right. Oh man, let's get into it. But create your own fear. I was started thinking about it, and I was like, every single one of us have fears. You, yourself, me, we have a lot of fears. It might be fear of starting your business, starting your videos, starting a blog, starting up something new, a new relationship because you've been out of a relationship for a long time ago, starting a new friendship with somebody, on and on and on. So we have all of these fears, right? But then I sat down and I think about it, and I was like, we all can create our own fears, but not those kind of fears that they're gonna push you back and be like, I'm afraid, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do this, I'm afraid to start this new business, to partner it up with these two guys and start up this new business in pictures or photographs, whatever it is. Are you afraid of doing that? No. So you think about it. And I was like thinking about it. I was like, man, I gotta make this for everybody out there. It's like, hold on, let me put the comments here so I can see the comments. What's everybody putting? Number 2, replay. Number 1, live. Share to groups. No, we're good right now. I cannot see the comments here. Oh well, let's get into it again. So what I was saying, let's create our own fears. That means that when you create your own fears, you are the one creating it. So now you gotta sit down and think about it and be like, all right, if I'm creating my own fear of how can I start and build my business, either I'm gonna sell shirts online or either I'm gonna sell shoes online, but you're creating your own fear. So you're creating it, so you yourself, since you are creating it, you don't have a doubt that be like, oh man, I'm gonna fail, or is this gonna work, or man, I don't think it's a good idea. So it's all of the things that we think about having that fear, it's in our mind, it's in our head. But if you create your own fear, I'm just getting into it too. So any comments, y'all let me know. What's up, Pamela? Any comments, y'all let me know. If you create your own fear in your mind, wouldn't it be easier than already having those fears that are already out there, of fear of creating something new, like I was mentioning, business, relationship? Then while you sit down and you create your own fear, you write it down, and you're like, It's already there. You already know it's already there. It's just a mindset that you know that you want to create your new business, a new partnership, your new relationship. It's already there, but you have that. You don't want to step up and you don't want to do it. So I'm saying that when you create that fear, maybe you can put a little bit more into it, a little bit more into it. So it won't be that fearful to you, or it won't be that hard to do it, to start. Because sometimes we say, oh, I want to build this, or I want to start this, and but you don't do it now. And then you're like, tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. And then that tomorrow goes 2, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, you name it. And you never did anything because of that fear of failing, of that fear of not knowing what's going to happen when you start and you're like, I don't think this was really for me. Or why did I get into this? You know what? Let me back out and go back to my 9 to 5 job. But hey, you could still be working on your 9 to 5, 7 to 5, whatever your schedule is, and on the side, start your business or whatever you're starting, start it. Don't be afraid of it. Just start. But yes, like I said, and I'm going back. So comment below and let me know what you think about the topic. Creating your own fear. Create your own fear. I want to know not only about myself, but to you, your opinions, so I can help myself out to not have these fears, so you won't have these fears. Like fears that I used to have, creating a business and this and that, relationships and being how to be a better father, all of that, all of those fears, because I created that in my mindset not to have those fears. So I don't have a fear, so I just go out and do it. So that's why I'm here to let you know. So create that fear so you go out there and do it, knowing that you already know that it is in there, that it's in front of you, that you want to be a better father. Well, you can be a better father. Everybody can be a better father, a better mother. It's not something that is going to change like this. It's something that you got to keep on going and doing things that you're going to fail and realize, well, that wasn't the right thing. So let me look at all these other fathers. Let me join a community of fathers that they're with daughters and their sons, see what they're doing, so I can grab here and there and be a better father for myself and learn something new within me, whatever I create, so I can be a better father. It goes either way with relationship, business, and everything. But like I was saying, let me get back to it. I mean, I'm already in it, but let me get back. Let me get back to when I said create your own fears. We have to create your own fears. Or let me know if you have to and you don't have to, because I know some of you, not me, but some of you are like, forget about fears. As soon as I don't see them anymore. I just walk them and do it, and whatever happens. So that's good. That's what I'm doing now. It took all those times to let fear, to let the doubts and all of it back there. So when I say I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it. It's like I was in an event a couple of days ago, and I started telling them a little bit about my story, my whys, what really was my why. They found out what really was my why, my 2 whys. So right there, when I was telling that, they were listening to me and everything. So they're like, man, you don't have no fear. You're a personality. You got it in you. And I was like, you're right. And I never thought about being a personality, being, person without no fear, being out there and talking to people, not being afraid of what you're saying, and then be like, oh man, I said something wrong. No, because if you said something wrong or anything that was misunderstood, you're gonna say, oh, I'm sorry, or this, or somebody's gonna tell you that you said this wrong or not, and like, oh, I'm sorry, how can I say it right, or what did I make mistaken when I was talking to you? So it's a lot of things that you cannot have fear. It's something that you yourself, that you're watching me, or you're gonna watch the show, this episode of creating your own fear, that you yourself have to know how to lose that fear. Because I myself have my own stories. I myself have my original story. What made me lose all the fear. What made me happy. What made me what I am right now. Like I said, a personality on my show, the Push Power to Power Show. I've created this brand, this not a new person, because it's still me, Jesus Ortiz, but it created something that there's no fear around me. And and it's funny because as I'm talking to you guys, my head is going, I'm like, wow, that's true, Like I said, I was at that event and they told me I was a personality that I had, that it was me, a motivation, inspiration. I didn't even tell them anything of what I do of the show or the company that I have, your concept media group. I didn't tell them anything about that when I was at the event. They just said, man, you know what? Are you an inspirational speaker? You're an motivational speaker? You're a personality. They just threw all these words on me that it made me more happy, that it made me like, wow, this is awesome to hear from a lot of people in the event, that they hear me that, and that they believe what I was doing, to not stop, to not have the fear about it. And like I was saying, I don't have the fear about it. I don't, because of what I went through, because of my story, of what we go through every day. We go through a lot of things every day, so that's perfectly fine. So that's what I'm telling you guys. You yourself have to find out what those fears that you want to create, but make sure that they're already there. That's what, when I said this topic, I was like, create your own fear. I was like, Jesus, what are you talking about? The fear of loss, the fear of starting a business, the fear of changing a business, the fear to move to another city, another country, they already there. So why you want to create your own fears? And I was like, well, Jesus, you guys to sometimes create your own fears. So they kind of negative and positive fight with each other, and then just get out and be like, all right, I'm unstoppable. I can just go through the wall, through my obstacles, because there's no fear. There's actually no fear there, because we have all these fears because we don't want to try. What if this, what if that? But we got to think about that. It's all in your head. It's all in your mind. So even this, the topic that is creating your own fear is still all in our minds. So that's why I wanted to speak to you about this topic, so I can, when y'all watch this replay, y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Please comment below. Like I said, you gotta interact. 2020 is here. You gotta interact, comment. As you interact with me, you put comments and I answer your questions right here live. I'm going to keep on doing that to you. If you have your own show or podcast, you invite me to be on your show and your podcast, I'm going to interact. I'm going to comment. And I'm going to let other people, hey, man, I was at this show, and then, man, it was amazing. They tweeted me right. They comment and everything. And, man, if I was you, that you're getting exposure of your brand, of yourself, go out there, and I'm just going to put on the word on you that you want to be on their show too. See how easy is that? But that's why I'm coming back again. The fear of asking, the fear of trying to be on a show, the fear of saying, oh man, but you just started, you don't have a lot of exposure, you don't have a lot of people. Man, come on guys, there's a lot of people out there that they have their shows, that they have their podcasts. They don't have a lot of people, a lot of followers, or a lot of people following them like you following me, or supporting them, and they're still doing their thing. They're still getting sponsors. They're still, out there because of their personality, of who they are. Things change. Yes, it's good to have the followers, more than 500, 1,000 following you, having a lot, the millions, because that's the more people that follow you, they support you. You know that out of those millions or thousands, not all of them are supporting you. Even the ones that we have right now, for 440, whatever I have right now, the followers that I have on YouTube, the followers that I have in Instagram, some of them might not be supporting you, even though they're watching you and they're seeing what you're doing. They're like, that boy ain't doing something good. They're blah, 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 whatever they're saying. That's another fear right there. You have fear of stopping yourself and be like, man, I've been doing this show for a while. Man, I've been posting little videos here, motivational, inspirational videos there. Nothing is going on. What's going on with me? What do I have to do? What do I gotta change? Sometimes you don't even have to change anything. You just have to keep on going. Support yourself, believe in yourself, no matter what other people are seeing you and not supporting you, because now you're creating a negative fear that is stopping you to do these videos, or stopping you to do a podcast, or stopping you to change another job to another job, or stopping you to go into another country, stopping you for everything. Because now, instead of creating positive fears, or fears that they're gonna contradict the negative so you can move forward, knowing again that the fears are already there, they won't stop you. They won't stop you, no matter what other people tell you, no matter what yourself, your mind tells you. You won't stop yourself. You will still keep on going and moving forward, no matter, like I said, no matter me, like myself. I'm a person, I know I'm a personality. I know what's my brand. I know what I'm doing. I know what I need for 2020, because I've been working on a lot of things since a while back, for a couple of years, and failing and not knowing what to do, and trying to do a lot of things that aren't even supposed to, not that they were not in the same niche, but I wanted to do a lot of things that they were like, I didn't do anything. And I was like, what is going on? Why it's not working? See, that's what you got to ask yourself sometimes right now in 2020. What's going on? Why is my things not working? No, it's not that they're not working. It's just sometimes you having creating more of that negative fear that you think that nothing is working, but it actually is. It's actually working, but it takes time. It takes time to build something good. It takes time to build yourself, your personality, or whatever it is that you're doing. It takes time. So that's why when we come in 2020, it's just another number and another day that you're still going. You're still putting in your work, your effort, your hard work, your smart work, anything that you stopped from 2019 to right now. And you're doing, even if you're barely starting onto 2020, you still got 20, 25, 10 years to prove yourself what you got right now. But for you to do that, you got to stop having those negative fears. You got to start creating your own fears, creating that positive fear, those things that are going to keep you moving. And I know it's hard, it's tough because it's on your mind and it might work, it might not, I might lose money, I might win money and then lose it again. And you're like, oh man, I don't want to be in this. That's why it's not for everybody. It's not for being a businesswoman. Businessman is not for everybody. Being an entrepreneur is not for everybody. That's why I'm happy wherever I'm doing, even though I'm struggling, but it's taking time. But like I said, it takes time to be the best. It takes time to be extraordinary. It takes time. But even though on those things that are taking time, you still got to keep on moving forward. You still got to keep on thinking ahead of you and being like, oh man, there ain't no fear. Jesus, I ain't got no fear. There ain't nobody stopping me. Even if I create something right now and a couple of months later, I'll quit because it wasn't for me. It wasn't meant for me. That's fine. Even though the person behind me, family, friends, whatever, they're like, I knew it. You were going to last 3 months. I knew it. That you were going to quit. So if you quit, so if they thinking that because you're the one that started this, you're the one that running this, you're the one that created that positive fear that you went at it. And I give you props. Could I give you a props myself that I'm doing out of these things right now? You have to give yourself props. You got to pat yourself on the back and be like, that's awesome. That's great that I'm actually doing something that I said a long time ago that I was never going to do because I was afraid. And I had that fear. But now that you think in your mind is powerful, now you know that those fears are already there, but you're creating these other fears to interact with the negative fears and bust them out the left or the right. So now you can be like, all right, I'm going to step on this door and go ahead. I'm going to step on the other door and go without thinking of those fears. You don't even know they're there. You're just doing it now. And that's the best thing and the best feeling ever. Because now at the end of the day, when you finish, you're like, damn, I had that fear. But why didn't I thought about it today? And I went out through the door. I signed this deal, signed that, knowing that in my mind, on the back of my mind, I wasn't going to sign that paper. I was going to wait and be like, what if, I wait a couple of months and something better. No. Never think that. Do it now. Whenever you got to sign a deal or something, just do it. Never think what's going to happen next. You already wrote it. Whatever you sign or whatever you started, never think what's going to happen next on the bad thing. I always think on the front thing of what is going to happen in a good thing, in a good way. Because if you sign and you're already thinking negative, man, I'm not going to make it. I mean, I don't even have the money. I signed this. How am I going to do this, to get that? Now you're creating all this mumbling and stuff in your head, negative and everything. And now that's what's going to happen. On those 3 months, you ain't going to make it and then you're going to quit. But when you sign that and you're thinking positive, well, you know what? I already signed that. Man, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take initiative. I'm going to take action. I'm going to decide how to do this. I'm going to see how am I going to do that, no matter how hard it is. Let me see who I can connect, where I go. See, now you're asking positive things. Now you're creating all these non-fiction fears, all these positive fears that they're going to be working for you, that there ain't no fear on you. And it's supposed to be like that. You cannot have no fear. Make sure of that. Make sure that you don't have no fear. Make sure that you reach to you and make sure that now 2020 is here. Make sure that is really your why. That you only have one why, or maybe you have many more. But make sure that is really your why. That's it. Not something that, oh yeah, that's my why. And really it's not. And you think and going and thinking, you're like, why it's not working? Now you have that fear that why It's good, but it's not, because it's not really your why. You just said it because a lot of people said, oh, that's my why. You're like, man, that's my why too. But is it truthfully your why? Maybe not, maybe yes. But you in your heart, nobody else is gonna find out what's your why until you find it, until you go out there and meet other people and you talk to them, and you just talk to them like you go to an event and you talk and you're telling your story and this. That's how you're gonna know. They are gonna know that's your why, because that's what I knew what my whys were, and I knew from the heart of those were my why, and I never heard it from somebody tell me that those were your why until 2 days ago that I went to the event. I went to that event. I talked to people because I'm very talkative, and that's where you go to make connections. And I started telling a little bit about both of my stories, and boom, there was the guys. The one, Pablo, my friend, that made that event. He said, hey, that's your why. And the other guy said, that's your why. And then I jumped in and said a little bit more about my second why, and they're like, wow, that's your second why. Do you know that those are your whys? Because the way you talk, the way you express it, the energy, that's truly your whys. And I said, yeah, I knew those were truly my whys. I just wanted to see y'all telling me that those were truly my why. And they were like, that's awesome, because I never met, I met rarely people that tell what our why is, but it's not truly our why. It's hard to find really what is your why. And that's your why, what is giving you heart, that is giving you potential to do whatever you really want to do. Whatever you really want to do, even though you have these fears, being positive or negative and knocking each other out. But sometimes it's tough because they come back to you. What's up, Renee? Those fears come back to you, and then you get the struggle, and you're like, I can't do it. And then you're like, damn, I thought I had it in me. And you're just kind of breaking down. And then the negative, the evil, and everything comes to your mind, and you're like, you sit down and you're like, man, I just, you know what? I don't even know what to do today. I'm like, it's breaking you down. Those fears are breaking you down. Trust me, because that's had happened to me. And I know it has happened to you guys. So make sure that you find out what truly is your why, what is truly moving you forward, what is truly moving those mountains that you're gonna succeed, your goals, your visions, your dreams. Make sure that you know what are those whys. Make sure that those fears that you think they are actually fears, it ain't no fears. There's nothing. It's just your mind playing with you, sticking in there, making sure that you don't pass those fears and you don't make it happen. So now you're like, oh man, I have so many fears, man. I'm not gonna make it, man. I ain't even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try that. I'm not even gonna go to that event because I know nothing's gonna happen. You're already feeding your mind, feeding negative fear on you, then being like, man, whatever, man, I'm gonna go through there. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna sit down, even though I'm a little afraid of this and that. But hey, I don't even want to think about that. I want to think about who am I gonna meet, who am I gonna connect, what is gonna be the relationship here and there. Period. Even though when you're there and things don't really happen that same way, but you play your mind. You play on your mind. Now you're not thinking about that fear. You're thinking of whatever you are thinking that is happy, that you are there, that you're making it happen. Then when you get home, I'm telling you, because this happens, it doesn't happen to me anymore, but it used to happen. I would come home and I was like, damn, I said I wasn't going to go to that event. I was tired, I was late, and I was thinking negative. And then when I got home, I said, whatever, let me shower and go. And then I just went. And that mentality of thinking that I'm tired, oh man, I'm just going to be there for 30 minutes, I was the last one leaving. And I totally forgot about that fear of going there, meeting new people and this and that. It used to be a lot, man. That used to happen to me a lot until I just said whatever. And then I started going to a lot of these events. Sometimes there were 3 events that I used to go in a day. And some of them were probably not really good, that I actually met more people, more connections. But I still went. I still didn't say what if. I threw that fear away. I created my own fears so they can be that positive fear and eat that positive fear and keep on moving forward and making things happen. All right? But hey, I hope everybody's actually having a phenomenal, extraordinary Saturday. And that's what I wanted to talk today on this episode on the Push Power to Power show, because it's just I just want to tell you, create your own fears. It's 2020, and if you do, and if it's hard, and then you're telling me, oh, Jesus, it's hard for me to create these fears because, man, I have so many fears. I mean, I tried so many times and I always fail and did sin this and that and I always fail. So man, it's life. It's things are gonna happen. You're gonna fail so many times that the more you fail, the more you learn, the more you grow. And you grow in all aspects of your life that you have to put out those fears away. Because if you put them in front of you, those negative fears like right here in front of me, and they're gonna stop you. And nah, you ain't going there. Nah, don't even start that. It ain't gonna work. Forget about that. You were gonna start a partnership with that, and them. Nah, man, they're gonna put you on the back. They're gonna stab you in your back. They're gonna rob your money. You know what? Now just stay safe, man. Just stay home, man. Just stay. You good, man. You got that. Your job. They're paying you 15 an hour. You good, man. You good. You go to the club on the Saturdays and watch games, and then you good, man. Stay. Those are the negative fears that they're in front of you, that they're always going to stop you, and time passes so fast that you're not even going to know that when you're old and everything, you're like, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I did this? Why didn't I do that? Now I'm 70 and I want to do this and I'm tired and I keep my back hurts and this. No, man, do it now. Do it now. Create the opposite of those negative fears, create them positive, and you keep on going forward and just do it. Don't even think about it. Even if it's hitting on your mind, think about something else. Think about your whys. Why are you doing this? If you truly know what's your whys, and you keep on moving forward and do it. And if you fail, so what? You fail, you get up. If you fail again, get up. Get up until you find out and you learn those lessons. Even though you keep on failing, you're going to learn that not to do that, and you won't do it again. You will fail. You're not going to do it again. If you fail on this side, you're not going to do that again because you failed so many times that you're not going to be doing the same things again. You're going to realize that, oh, well, what do I got to do? I don't have any fear, but I'm failing on too many things. That's where you got to be like, so what is really what I got to do for myself? What do I really got to move forward? What is it really me that I have to push myself on my life? What do I really want? That's the question. What do I really want? What do I got to do to move to the next level? What do I really do? I took up the fears, but now I'm still failing, but that's normal because we fail so many times. Maybe you're not meeting the right people, maybe you don't have the right people surrounding with you. So many questions that you gotta ask. Go check that episode. I did that too. It was why do we ask so many questions? If you have time, go check that episode. Out of these episodes, they're gonna be on my YouTube. So if you follow me here, I'm Jesus Ortiz. Follow my page. Go subscribe to my YouTube, Yeraldy Media. So follow me on Yeraldy Media on Instagram and on Facebook, my Facebook business page. Go out there and follow me. Give me love the same way I'm going to give you love. Like I said, if you support me or if you don't, that don't matter because I'm still moving forward because I still am humble power. Remember that humble power is going to take you to a lot of places, but be you and relieve that fear. Create your own positive fear. And you'll make it happen. You will make it happen. God bless you guys. And like I said, no. If you're ready, one live, two replay. Starting February. Comment below here too. I'm moving the game. You want to be a guest in my show right here as I'm at home. See? I'm at home doing the show. You want to be a guest on my show. We're going to talk about your storytelling, about what's going on, what are you doing, what's your business, or you want to start a business. Whatever it is that you have in your mind that you want to talk about is your story, let me know so that I can have you here as a guest. But starting February, even I'm still going to do this no matter what. Starting February, I'm moving up to studio. And I'm going to start doing my show. There's going to be live streaming, multicast, YouTube, all of that. And with an app and everything so I can expose small businesses all the way to CEOs. But I really want to help small businesses all over here in Houston, Texas. And give them an opportunity to exposing themselves, exposing myself. And actually, by doing that, I'm creating myself more so I can bring those sponsors, the potential sponsors that they can sponsor the Push Power to Power Show. So if that's you, also comment below. If you're ready to talk to me about business, you want to be my sponsor, please comment below. And if you want to be a guest, you have a business here in Houston, let me know. If you don't, you have a business anywhere, you're in LA, well, like I have friends in LA and other party, you want to be a guest, like I said, here in my show, doing it here through my phone, let's do it. Don't be afraid. Don't have fear. Let me know. Let's create this. Just talk about your story, not about me, but we're gonna talk about yourself. Let's do it. Like I said, I'm gonna consistently doing my show here until I be at the studio, and that's on another level. It's gonna be different. Not different, it's gonna be the same thing, bringing in the interviews, but live right there. Oh man, it's gonna be amazing. I can already feel it. All right. But thank you very much for being here. I know you're not here with me, but I know I feel you here in my heart. In here with the show, with the Push Power to Power show, I know that somewhere around here, whatever I said is gonna help you, your friend, your cousin, your family, somebody around the world, and it's helping me too. Because as I'm doing the show, I'm putting things in my mind. I'm like, there it is, there it is, and it's helping me. The same is gonna help you. So thank you very much. God bless. And keep on following me. Keep on subscribing if you're not subscribed in YouTube. I'm fixing my YouTube. I'm making my YouTube better. I'm going to upload all the shows there. I'm going to upload all the interviews that are coming soon. Live here in Houston, Texas to my YouTube. So I'm going to keep on growing my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, Facebook Yeraldy, and my page right here, Jesus Ortiz. So thank you very much, guys, for being here tonight on the episode of Create Your Own Fear. And I'll see you in the next episode. And also, don't forget, if you don't want to see me, but you want to hear me, go check me out. The Push Power to Power Show podcast. So you're not seeing me, you want to listen to me in your car. Anchor, follow me, man. The Push Power to Power Show is right there. Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Alexa, what is it? The Google Podcasts, and more that are coming. And the more that I'm gonna extract from my other videos, so it will be the audio and put them there in my podcast, so you can listen to them too. So see, you can watch me, you can listen to me, you can follow me, whatever. Trust me, let's be this team, aggressive, lion, hungry teams to make it forward. Let's let that fear back in 2019. Love ya. Your boy Jesus Ortiz out. Jesus Ortiz is out.